Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and welcome to my video where I talk about my worst whiskey purchases in 2023. This is a video that I don't like to make. This is a video outlining how I spent hundreds of dollars on these 7 whiskeys that just didn't hit the spot. I'm not making this video to trash any companies or talk bad about any whiskeys. I'm just kind of throwing it out there so that maybe you don't make the same mistake I did. So that you can save your money and bring your spouse on an all-inclusive paid cruise to some island. But before we get to these 7 disappointing money-sucking whiskeys, let me first tell you about something that's extra super not sucky and totally worth your money. It's the beginning of a new year, which means a lot of you are putting your health on a pedestal and making it a priority. But that doesn't mean your food has to be boring. If you're looking to up your protein intake, lower your carbohydrate intake, and get some more fiber into your diet while eating something that you actually want to eat but didn't think you could, It is for you. It is a delicious ramen that has only 5 grams of net carbs and up to 22 grams of protein. Stop eating junk food. By the time that you found the Oreos in the back of the cabinet that expired back in 2021, you could have made this delicious ramen in only 7 minutes. And with 18 grams of fiber, you're gonna improve your gut health while feeling full for an extra super duper long amount of time. Secret time, Imi sent me 3 cases of ramen. Between my hunger and my wife's insatiable hunger for Imi, these are the only 2 packs of Imi we have left. She's literally eating these things for breakfast. And I'm like, lady, I need to shoot a video, so stop eating all the Imi. But tomorrow morning, guess who gets to play the superhero when he finds 2 packs of Imi behind the peanut butter container in the Lazy Susan? Me. She's gonna love me for finding it. Imi comes in a variety of flavors and comes with a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. So if Imi fits your lifestyle, go to imieats.com/ADHDwhiskey, click on the link in the description below, use code ADHDwhiskey at checkout, and you'll save yourself 15%. Now thanks to Imi, when you want your ramen, you can have your ramen. Thank you so much, Imi, for sponsoring this video. And thank you to the viewers for supporting the companies who support the channel. Now that we talked about today's video sponsor, let's talk about the 7 whiskeys that I purchased in 2023 that were disappointing to me financially. First up is this thing. It's called Baka. It's straight rye whiskey blended with Calvados and Armagnac. It was suggested to me by a store owner, and I was like, guess what? I will take your suggestion. Little did I know it would give me indigestion. Not really, it didn't do that. But what I didn't know was this isn't really made for sipping, it's made more for mixed drinks. Had I known that, I would not have, bought it. But in better news, Baka went back to the drawing board and they were like, hey Matt, saw that you hated our shit. And I was like, oh boy. This isn't gonna be great. And they were like, we got other shit and we're gonna send you some and you're gonna like it. So we got some It Rye headed our way. More on that in a later video, I guess. Next up on the list, Twisted Tea Sweet Tea Whiskey. Why did I buy this? Wow. I'm gonna go back to the Baka. Wow, because this is terribly bad. Why is there something here that's that? Number 3 on my list is a Georgia bourbon. It's Doc Holiday Straight Bourbon Whiskey 8-year-old. The bottle is friggin' sweet as heck. I mean, look at this thing. It's got like a friggin' thing on there with like horns on it, it's dead though. So it probably got ran over by a Dodge Ram or some sort of pickup truck with one of those brush guards on the front because it's dead. It cost me like $170 and I don't really like it. The label and the cork, better than the whiskey. Number 4 on my list is a single barrel product, so you kind of have to give it a little bit of slack, especially since I gave these single barrels a heck of a lot of credit not that long ago. I've had some super good ones of these, but then I bought this one from Trader Joe's and I was like, oh heck no's. This Angel's Envy Private Selection is just like, not great. It's very sulfury and kind of off profile from the other single barrels I've tried, and it was like $90 down the drain. Next up is a bottle I got from a local raffle. All the money that was raised for allocated bottles went to a good cause. So like, did I overspend for this bottle? Absolutely. Did the money go somewhere good? Yes, it did. But I thought that the $300-ish I paid for this bottle would like pay me back in a way that would make me happy, like a good, delicious rye whiskey, like a very good, delicious It Rye whiskey. But unfortunately, this 6-year single barrel It Rye was not the It Rye that I've come to know and love. The super awesome cinnamony rye bomb was like not there. The spices that I've come to know and love from It Rye are like altered in some weird manner that like doesn't do what I want it to do. It says rare release, so you know it should be good. Only 2 left, so this wasn't a super bad year for buying whiskey and bourbon that I didn't enjoy, but this one I can chalk up to the FOMO, and oh boy. This is Little Book Chapter 7. I paid like $170 plus tax for it because Jason from the Mash and Drum and Fred Minnick both said yum. Well, apparently our taste buds are different, and this thing tasted a bit tangy and sour, and was not up my alley. And even when I tried to enjoy it, I sat back and I was like, you got this, Matt, you'll like it, just like it. I just could not like it. I could not like it, Sam I am. Which is unfortunate. There will be a review of this bottle coming soon, and I'm hoping that my taste buds correct themselves in a fashion that will make me enjoy everything I already enjoy, and this too. But the way things are looking. And last, but certainly not least, or certainly least, however you want to look at it, is a bottle that I already complained about this year. I already complained about this bottle this year, and all I gotta say is this. After going back to it time and time again, old Fitz Tenure just completely and totally continues to be unremarkable, super flat, and the best thing about it is the decanter. And that's all I gotta say about that, except for the fact that if you want a 10-year plus wheated bourbon that is better than Old Fitz Tenure, get yourself a Rebel Tenure. Rebel Tenure smokes this bottle every day of the week, and I'm literally complaining about an allocated bottle I found on a shelf locally for near MSRP. That's me complaining about getting lucky. Old Fitzgerald Tenure, you are much better at 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, whatever. They get better the older they get. The 10-year varietal had me saying, shit, I wish it were better. I wish it were better. So overall in 2023, I did waste some money on bottles that I didn't necessarily love. There were some regrets throughout the year, but the more you do this, the smarter you get, and you kind of figure things out like, I don't need that bottle, even though I kind of want it, I don't need it. Fred Minnick says it's good, Jason says it's good, I bought it. Crap, you do fall down those rabbit holes sometimes, but you have to figure out what you like. You gotta figure out your palate. You gotta figure out what you think is good, and you can't just go buying other stuff because other people say it's good. And for the most part, I've saved money by knowing this. So most of these are my fault. The old Fitz, that's not my fault. That's just like, what the heck. So in 2024, my goal is to not buy a single bottle I regret. And 1 year from today, I'll make a list that's definitely longer than one. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What were your worst whiskey purchases of 2023? My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on helping clean the house. Because guess what? It's your mess too. It's your mess too. The kids, they don't care. They just make a mess left and right all day and night. But sometimes you gotta stop, take a look around and go, some of this is my problem. And then the more you look, the more you'll realize that a lot of it is your problem and your fault. And if you take a step back and do a panoramic, you'll see that you should be on an episode of Hoarders. Hoarders with the Porters. And tomorrow I will be cleaning. I also plan on going on the treadmill tomorrow, if I can find it.